Hello everybody, my name's Thư. Today I'm so happy to tell you about a stock conversation between two people, the man and the woman. Number one, um, the man wanted to know her opinion about the talk. The woman replied to her, the woman replied to him, it had been at the timing, and she couldn't remember when she had laughed so much. Um, the man, the man said she was right on account, and however, he didn't feel there had been substance to it. The woman agreed with him. Number two, the woman wanted to know if he remembered to send flowers to his mother. The man agreed with her. However, it was too late. The florist said they they would be they would be delivered the day after. The woman replied to him, that was too bad, and she thought they wouldn't arrive on her birthday, and he said it had a better less than never. The man agreed with her. Number four, the woman said to the man she was going to work in Fortuna, but lived in Westbourne. He thought that was 3 hour commute. He wanted to know how she was going to do it. The woman replied to him, she planned to keep an apartment in Fortuna and spend 4 nights a week there, and that way she wouldn't be in Westbourne only on the weekend. The man wanted to know if maintaining two residents wouldn't be bothersome. The woman said she couldn't help it. Number four, the man said to the woman she was going to the pool that weekend, and he wanted to know if she would like to come along. The woman disagreed with him because she couldn't swim. She said she had never learned how. The man says that was too bad, and and he suggested taking lessons because she was missing out on a lot. The woman agreed with him, and she said she would take lessons. Number six, the man suggested helping him with this letter. With this letter, the woman agreed with him, and she wanted to know what she could do and if staff envelopes. The man agreed with her, and he said he would bring the letters and sign them, and he suggested putting them in the envelopes, and see and then he he would run them down to the post office. The woman agreed with him, and she suggested sorting. Number six, the man got the woman's attention, and he suggested helping him work out that schedule because he wouldn't call her to ask her questions. The woman agreed with him, and she suggested calling from her office. The woman suggested calling her office first to tell them she wouldn't be back for a little while. The man agreed with her, and he suggested using his phone. The woman thanked him for that. Number 7. Um, the woman will stories the man about the fact that she wouldn't be able to go to the theater with him because she had work that night. The man complained she had paid for tickets. The woman suggested trading them in other tickets from the day after. She said they wouldn't do that. The man agreed with her. Number 8. The man said to the woman he needed to make a phone call. However, they were prohibited from using cellular phones. The woman replied to him, cell phones interfere with flight communications. Um, she suggested waiting until they had land, or using uh, mm, u- using the credit card funds in sick bags. Um, the man said she would wait because he thought he had never had any luck in those sleep fronts. The woman thanked him for that. Um, number uh, number nine. Um, the woman wanted to know Mike's opinion about his job. The man replied to her, "Not well. My had complained about it all the time." He said, "My didn't like the work, the pay, and the people he worked with." The woman suggested he needed to change it. The man agreed with her. Number 10. The woman got the man's attention. She complained someone had spilled a drink or over the table, and it spilled onto the chair. The man agreed with her, and he said he would have cleaned up right away. And he suggested bringing another drink. Mm, the woman thanked him for that, and she suggested some more orders. The man agreed with her. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.